All right, Todd, we're live.
Hello, everybody. It's Facebook Live Friday here at Huntsville Utilities. I'm Todd, joined as always by the Bonnie to my Clyde and the Jekyll to my Hyde, Amanda. Say hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Okay. We have a special guest with us here today. We have Kim from our HR department. Kim, tell everybody what you do for them and your role as here at Huntsville Utilities, please.
I'm the human resources recruiter, so I do all the recruiting for our open positions.
And speaking of open positions, you probably noticed we posted an open position yesterday on our social media channels, and that got us to thinking, well, you know, maybe some people out there have some questions about the application process that we use here. It's all very simple, but we thought we'd have Kim come in here and just explain it to you a little bit. So if you want maybe the job that we posted yesterday, maybe that's not the one you're interested in, but we have other jobs that open up from time to time, and we thought we'd tell you a little bit about that. So let's say that I'm sitting at home right now saying, hey, I'd like to work with those guys. What should I do?
I would recommend that you create a profile in our online database, and that way you'll get notifications when we actually post positions. We post all positions on Thursdays, external and internal. So as an external applicant, you could check on Thursdays, but if you create a profile, then you would get an email notification if it matched the criteria that you put in there.
So you can put like some keywords and things in there, and okay. And I've been here for 3 years, and I obviously figured out how to do it. So it's obviously not that hard to do. So we'll take you through it there real quick. Although our system is a little bit different from when I applied.
All those years ago.
All those years ago. All 3 of those years ago. So okay, talk me through this here.
So the first step would be to go to huntsvilleutilities.org. And at the very top of the page, there's a ribbon, and in that ribbon, there's the careers tab. And I would recommend that you click on the careers tab.
All right,
I would
trying.
recommend Amanda point the camera at the monitor.
Okay.
Okay,
Careers.
right there.
So
Okay.
right here, this gives you a little background about our company and what we offer. And if you're searching for open positions, once you read through all this, if you click on please log into SuccessFactors to get started. So here, if you want to search for particular jobs, you can put in keywords. Currently, we only have 2 positions that are posted externally. So if you click search jobs, you'll see both of them. And the one that we posted yesterday was the network security engineer, and you can click on it and you can see what the job entails to see if you're interested in applying. And so as you read through it and you're like, yes, this is me, I am the perfect fit for this job, what we would want you to do is to click apply. And then at this time you would need to create an account in our online database to be able to apply to the position. Which
Obviously, I don't have an account, and I'm not going to create one because I already have the job. There's not that job, a job. But you get in here, you create your account, and it takes you through. It's a pretty typical, straightforward process at that point.
Very typical, straightforward process as you apply for any job. A little background history, your education, your work history. You can upload a resume, and then the resume should autofill over into where you wouldn't have to fill out as much. You might have to clean up the data a little bit because sometimes it might get a little out of order, but that's about it. And just answer a few questions and hit apply.
Now, does it matter if my resume is on a Word document, a PDF, or?
I would recommend a Word document for it to autofill, but to keep it, sometimes if you want to go ahead and type out the information, you can load up a PDF, because that way it doesn't get messed up in the upload. Sometimes Word, if you have special formatting, it'll look a little different.
Okay, and you mentioned earlier there's also an option in here where maybe I'm not the right guy to be the network engineer, but obviously I was a strong candidate for this job, so I could put keywords in there for whatever, like if you're looking to be next time a line worker position.
Correct. If you're interested, it doesn't matter. If you're in business like accounting, purchasing, HR, if you want to work out in the field in the electric, gas, or water, you put in the keywords, and then as those jobs post, it will scan for the keywords and send you an email that the position is available for you to apply.
Now, when we post a job on here, do we have is it typically how long does somebody have from the day the job gets posted on our website until we say, okay, we're done taking applications? Does it depend on the number of applications?
It depends upon the job. So some of the harder to fill jobs will post for a longer period of time. So like the job we posted yesterday, we've initially posted it for a week. Sometimes with our utility worker positions and our positions down in the call center, we'll post them for 3 business days. And in those 3 business days, I'll get approximately 200 to 400 applicants.
Wow.
Wow.
And so the harder to fill, the ones that have more precise skill set,
Right.
they'll be posted longer in hopes to have a good candidate pool.
And if I have successfully gone through the application process, not meaning I've been hired, but filled out everything correctly, will I get some sort of confirmation email?
You will get a thank you for applying email, and then as you make it through the process, you will get emails to notify you where you're at in the process. And so what would be is I would screen the applicants, and the hiring manager would choose who he'd want to interview. Then you would be contacted by HR to set up an interview.
And after that, you get interviewed, and if you get the job, then you come down and say hi, introduce yourself. We'd love to meet you. So that's pretty much it. It's a pretty straightforward process. Anything I've forgotten to say about it that you think would be?
I think it's pretty easy, and I think that people just ought to. I think it's a great place to work, and even apply. Because you never know, you might be the one that we're looking for. I would never discourage anyone for applying.
And even if you end up not being the one, you might be the one for something else that hasn't opened up yet.
Correct, because we
Just don't
do create a talent pipeline, and if we know that we have niche jobs and you look like you might be the person, then you could be contacted.
Yeah.
And I believe in a presentation that I saw our president CEO give once, he stated that we get on average about, and you correct me if I'm wrong here, which I probably am, about 3,000 applicants through an entire year for all our open positions.
Yes, that would be correct. So there's quite a few, and you're blindly screened, so we don't know, we don't see any.
Yeah.
When you apply, demographic information is requested, but we don't see that on the HR side at all. It's a blind screen.
You're just looking at qualifications.
Just get to see the qualifications, and that's it.
And while that may discourage you to think, oh, wow, so you get 3,000 people applying throughout the course of the year. Well, okay, that's true, but don't let that discourage you from applying, because somebody's got to be that one out of however many people apply for each particular job, and it could be you.
It could be. You think we have a low turnover? Most of our open positions are from where we've had people retire, and we promote from within. We try to. That's one of our philosophy is to grow
Right.
our employees and promote from within. And so our turnover comes from growth, or our open vacancies come from growth of the company and just retirements, basically.
And that while that's true that we do try to hire and promote from within, doesn't always happen that way. This is my first job with the company. I was hired as an external candidate. I worked somewhere else and applied for a job here, and I know there were internal applicants, but I was the one who got the job. So again, don't let it discourage you. And want to give a quick, without going into too much detail, just a little thumbnail sketch of some of the benefits that.
We have fabulous benefits. Of course, we are part of the Alabama State Retirement System, so that's mandatory participation in that. We have that. We have medical, dental, and vision. We also have a 457B that you can voluntarily contribute to on that also.
Okay.
And the people are nice.
It's a great place. I'm like you, Todd. I haven't been here but 3 years. I just hit my 3-year mark, so I'm an external candidate that hired in. So it's some jobs, we try to promote from within. That's the goal. But we are out to get the most qualified candidate.
And we hire veterans. Kim and I are both veterans,
Yes.
Navy and Air Force respectively. So a good veterans community here as well. And if you have any questions about it, I going into the system, if someone gets into the application system and they do have a question about something, is there any kind of link they can?
There is an Ask My HR email.
Okay.
So if they get hung up, they can send an email to Ask My HR. Of course, I take all direct phone calls. If anybody gets hung up, I'll walk them through the process, and they can reach me through calling our main number.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions, Amanda?
I
Or
can't.
anything you think I haven't mentioned?
We're an equal opportunity employer.
Yes.
That's really, that's really it. Do you want to talk to us about our posts for this week?
We did have, this is Amanda's favorite part. That's probably why she brought it up. One of the things that she always likes to talk about, what people were talking about on our social media pages this week, and far and away, this week. It was the fact that Monday was Alabama Line Worker Appreciation Day in the state of Alabama. The first Monday of June was set aside for that as a statewide recognition of what line workers do to keep the power flowing throughout our state. And so we posted a little thank you to them, and you guys joined in and thanked them as well, and we appreciate that. We know that our line workers do too. It is not an easy job by any stretch of the imagination. It's a dangerous job, but it's not a job, it's a lifestyle. Those guys are kind of fun to hang out with and talk with. They're
Oh, yeah.
They are characters, to say the least.
Yes.
But anyway, we were glad to be able to share that with them. Other than that, anything you want to talk about?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Shout out to anybody?
Nope, that's all right.
So we hope everybody has, is there anything going on this weekend? Father's Day's not till the 21st, so I'm not going to wish anybody happy Father's Day yet. Thanks for watching this week. I do have I was talking about Alabama Line Workers Appreciation Day a second ago, and I forgot to mention. I actually wrote a song about being a line worker, and but Amanda's telling me we're out of time, so I don't have time to sing that today.
Oh.
But be sure and join us next
Bummer.
week. Next Friday, we'll be here back again. Thank you, Kim, for helping us. And again, if you have any questions about this or anything that you'd like to know, you can always send us a message through our social media channels. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn. We have a YouTube channel where you can go and see lots of great videos that we've produced, lots of great information there. Instagram, I think I said, or maybe I didn't. We send out a lot of information through the Nextdoor platform for those of you who are on that. We're just here to answer your questions, provide you with helpful information. And
If there's anything you want to see.
Yeah, if you've got a question about something you'd like to see a video on, or something you'd like to see us talk about on Facebook Live Friday, you can send us a message through any of those platforms. We'd be more than happy to answer those questions for you and maybe produce a video out of it. So until next Friday, I am Todd for Amanda and Kim, reminding you that you can't spell. She's blocking me. Reminding you that you can't spell utilities without you.